guys, it's Anna. Welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to do this video today and give you an update about my coronavirus situation, diagnosis, healing, and what's been happening since I gave you my last update, which was exactly 3 weeks ago. In these last couple of weeks, I've received tremendous support on my videos in regards to COVID-19, my healing and diagnosis. People have given us so much love, so much support. People have shared their stories, their symptoms, their worries, and I figured let me share this current update with you since it's been 3 weeks and kind of let you know what's been happening. So since my last update, I'll link it for you over here, it's been 3 weeks, and since my first symptoms kicked in, it's 6 weeks today, and I'll link the original video also somewhere here for you guys. So the last 3 weeks, the number one thing that has stayed has been a little bit of difficulty breathing, not as bad as it was, but it's been there, and the worst one has been chest pains. Oh my gosh, I can't even tell you how bad it was getting. At first, well, not at first, but like 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago now, the chest pains would kind of come and go. I guess I would kind of see a pattern if I was doing too much work, or just, cleaning the house, or doing too much with my kids, or, trying to chase my kids while they are riding their bicycles. I would get the pain. So I would still use the pump, to help me. But then I had a whole week where the chest pain just would not go away. It was there when I'm resting, it's there when I'm in a shower, it's there when I'm laying on a couch, it's there when I'm watching a movie, it's there when I'm driving a car, and it kind of really got concerning. And I think my anxiety, which I typically don't have, started to take over. I spoke to a couple of doctors, and they, kept saying, like, Anna, you need to relax. You can't even imagine how much damage has been done to your lungs. And, the recovery is going to be like a roller coaster. You're going to have very good days, and then you're going to have really bad days, and then you're going to have days that are somewhere in the middle. So as much as I was trying to tell myself that, it got hard, and the pain was hard. And knock on wood, my head, I've never had any heart issues or heart attacks, so I can't say, yeah, it feels exactly like having a heart attack. But from what I've been reading, that's what people have said, that the chest pain that they're experiencing, they say it's like having a heart attack. So that went on for like a whole week. And so on May 1st, I decided it was time to go to the doctor and get a checkup. So I went, and this guy was amazing, this doctor. He listened to my lungs, he took the time, he didn't brush me off, which was great because, the other doctor told me, I'm young, congratulations, you lived through it, which I said was funny then, wasn't funny when I was going through it. So this doctor took his time, he listened to my lungs, he laid me down, he stood me up, then I was sitting, and then he rolled me over, like really listened to my lungs, because I was like, I need an x-ray, I don't know what's happening, you have to help me. So he said that my lungs are very clean, very clear, and working good. He says the pain that you're experiencing, again, like the other doctors said, it's because of the double pneumonia that you had and all the damage that was caused by the pneumonia. He said, there's so much scar tissue on your lungs. He's like, you can't even fathom how badly it is right now, how bad. And he says, so obviously now that you're more mobile, you're doing more, he says your lungs are working better, they're working harder. He says, but it's still hurting, and it's gonna hurt because there's scar tissue. Obviously, I'm not a medical doctor, I'm not in a medical field, but I guess I get it, right? It makes sense, because first it was the difficulty breathing, and they were healing, and then I guess I started moving around more, and then the chest pains kicked in. So he reassured me that I'm fine. He did do an EKG, I believe that's what it's called. They had that machine in the office to check my heart rhythm and my pulse. So he says if there's any issues, like a hiccup with the heart or whatever, he's like, we'll see it, and then we can figure it out if, you know, we need to do something else. So he left. This, you know, assistant came in, she checked me, you know, she put those stickers on my chest, and she left so fast, and I was like, oh my god, there's something wrong. And then he runs in and he's like, look, he has the paper, he's like, look, he's like, your heart is perfect. He's like, it's perfect. He's like, look at it. He's like, I'm even gonna give you this copy, because he's like, your heart is perfect. And he's like, and your pulse is good. He was like, you're good. He was like, you have to go home and rest. He's like, you have to rest. He's like, don't be bedbound. He's like, but you have to cut back like 50% of whatever it is that you're doing every day, to just give yourself more time to rest. So I took his advice, and you know, that's kind of what I've been doing. And another doctor I actually spoke to was a little bit more concerned, because of, again, she said that because I have so much scar tissue, and again, so much damage on the lungs, so she actually recommended that I take a baby aspirin for a couple of weeks, just in case. This doctor actually kind of mentioned that as well. He actually ended up checking my legs. First I didn't even know what he was doing, because he was like moving my legs like up and down, bending them, like I guess looking, I don't know what I don't even know what they look for. But he was like, no, he's like, I don't think you should be concerned about any clots and stuff like that. He's like, but he's like, you can go and have your legs checked if you would like. So he gave me a script for that, but unfortunately the place is currently closed. So I took the advice of the other doctor, and I just am taking a low dose of baby aspirin like every other day. And my mom is actually taking it as well every other day. So that's what's been happening. I haven't used my pump for a couple of days. I haven't had any chest pains for probably 5 days. We obviously are not on any antibiotics, not on any pain meds. So I don't know. I mean, I think it's, you know, it's looking good. It's looking better. We're headed in the right direction. I hope my chest pain doesn't come back, but I am trying to, obviously, you know, I'm a mom, and when you have a family and a dog and kids and a husband and things to do and places to go, and it's hard, but I've been trying to take it easy as much as I could, and I think it's, you know, obviously helping me. So it's just, when I step back and I think about that, it's been 6 weeks since I started getting my symptoms. Well, actually, if I count like my very first symptoms, it's probably like 7 weeks. But when I got my fever, like that night, it's been 6 weeks. It's definitely, you know, again, it's so hard. It's so hard, and I think those people who don't experience symptoms are just the lucky ones, honestly, because this has been hard, and it's just, okay, well, you know, I think we concentrate on the timeline that they give us, like, okay, 2 weeks and you should be okay. And it's like, you know, the 2 weeks came and went, and the 3 weeks came and went, and 4 weeks and 5 weeks, and now it's 6 weeks. since this whole thing started, and I think I'm just now starting to, you know, feel better. I don't think I mentioned it in my like original videos, but like, I think I did in regards to like not really eating. There's still things that I just cannot eat after this thing, which is so bizarre. My mom makes like this amazing salad and it has eggs. Can't do it. I usually eat eggs for breakfast. Can't do it. Can't boil them, can't fry them, can't even do anything with an egg. Like, just grosses me out completely. Sorry, the wind just like blew. Chicken is another thing. It's weird. Like, I enjoy chicken. Obviously, it's healthy. We did have a lot of chicken broth in the first, like, gosh, I don't know, 10 days, 3 weeks. But I would just drink the broth and not eat the chicken. And I still can't do the chicken. It's just weird. I don't know. I think that's about it. But I've been eating a lot of salads, just like crazy for salads. So I don't know. But anyways, so that's what's been happening. I wanted to give you guys this update, and just, you know, again, let you know that this is my experience. This is what I'm going through. Everyone is so different. It's hitting everybody so differently. It's just ridiculous. And that's it. So, you know, I was trying to be strong and not let anxiety take over and the chest pains, but I couldn't. And I'm happy that I went to the doctor, because, you know, it gave me a peace of mind, even though obviously my chest pains weren't fixed. There's no magic pill for that. But, you know, knowing that my heart rhythm was fine and it's not my heart, knowing that my lungs are working perfectly and it's, you know, they're just healing and there's a lot of damage done to them, so it's expected. So if you feel like you need to go and get checked, go and get checked. Go get checked 10 times, you know? Like, I think I mentioned it in my first video, that the doctor that we got the first time for my mom, because she had issues with her oxygen levels, he said, bring her back every single day until we feel okay and until her oxygen level is stable. You know, you don't always get lucky, and I get that these, you know, doctors are so overworked. Some are more caring, some are not so much caring, you know what I mean? So it's like, again, you never know, but I think if you feel like you have to go get checked, just go do it, because honestly, week 6 and I'm just starting to feel better. Anyways, I hope this was helpful. I hope that if you're, you know, you're going through this right now, that this gives you some hope, that there is a light at the end of this craziness. And for some it could be 2 weeks, for some it could be 5, for some it could be maybe even 8 weeks. We don't really know, but everyone will get better eventually. We just have to believe in that. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Please leave all your comments down below. I love hearing from you guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.